Malaysia hit another daily high of new Covid-19 cases with 6,075 recorded, according to Health DG Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah. This bested the previous record high of 5,728 recorded on January 30th this year. Selangor continued to record the highest number of Covid-19 cases at 2,251, followed by Johor, Kuala Lumpur, Kedah, and Kelantan. Meanwhile, the Selangor state government has initiated the Cellgate COVID-19 vaccination program after it was revealed that only 3% of the state's population had been inoculated, according to an official. This includes opening it up for private companies to buy vaccines to be administered to their workers. The Selangor state government has also taken the stance to reject a complete lockdown, as there are more effective ways to contain the spread, according to Selangor COVID-19 Task Force Chairman Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad. The former health minister contended that the high prevalence of sporadic cases right now is due to the federal government's failure to restrict infections within COVID-19 clusters. As such, Zulkifli called for more targeted and effective lockdown coupled with mass testing to quickly detect and isolate positive cases. Aeon Malaysia's net profit for the first quarter of FY21 spiked nearly threefold to 22 million thanks to better merchandise gross margin, changes in marketing mechanics and stringent cost control measures. This is why numbers were better despite revenue for the quarter dropping 15% to 1 billion from 1.2 billion previously. Aeon said its retail business was hurt by MCO 2.0 during the festive season, which was followed by various other restrictions. Aeon Malaysia MD and CEO Shafi Shamsuddin says that as the group navigates the new normal, it will continue with the positive momentum and strive for greater financial returns in ensuring its stakeholders are well taken care of. He says the retailer will intensify its merchandising effectiveness, sharpen its go-to-market strategy, remain nimble with its business delivery to suit new market conditions, and forge new collaborations. The police had today dispersed NWP Holdings directors at its EGM broadcast venue as the meeting was adjourned following notification of a shareholder's complaint about proxy form integrity. In a BOS filing, NWP said that the police were there to disperse its board members, namely Datuk Chu Boon Tiong, Yu On Chung, Datuk Sri Ki Soon Ling, Matthew Chan Cheng Han, and Hong Chia Siong. According to the announcement at the EGM, Chu took over the chair and informed about the complaint and declared that the meeting to be adjourned to 2 weeks later. However, the EGM requisitionists continued on their own accord even when the chairman was still at the broadcast venue. The timber products company says it is seeking legal advice on the matter and will make the necessary announcements. On April 15th, NWP said that it had received a notice from Datuk Sri Mak Hon Leong and Tan V Tek, who requested for the EGM to be held today to seek shareholders' approval to appoint new directors in the company and remove the existing board members. According to NWP's filing, Mak and V Tek claimed to jointly hold more than 10% of NWP's issued share capital. Later in the day, a statement issued on behalf of V Tek claimed that more than 80% of shareholders and proxies voted to appoint 3 new directors and remove the 6 existing board members. As at time of publication, NWP had yet to make an official filing with Bursa Malaysia. Magnum's first quarter FY21 net profit plunged 86.5% from 55.6 million to 7.5 million as more draws were cancelled due to MCO 2.0. Revenue dropped 37% to 383.9 million and no dividend was declared. The group adds that MCO 2.0 also happened to coincide with Chinese New Year, which is traditionally its highest sales period. Some 18 out of 45 draws were affected during MCO 2.0 as opposed to 6 out of 36 draws in the first quarter of FY20 due to MCO 1.0. While Magnum's gaming outlets are allowed to operate during MCO 3.0, it expects its players to be more apprehensive. Magnum says that for the business environment to return to normalcy, it would hinge on the success of curtailing the spread of the infection and the timely rollout of the national COVID-19 immunization program. United Overseas Bank Malaysia has projected approved investments in Malaysia to increase by 13% to 185 billion in 2021, 40% of which will be attributed to foreign direct investment. UOB Malaysia expects top sources of FDI to be China, Europe and the US, while capital is likely to be channeled mainly into high-value added sectors including electrical and electronics, chemical, manufacturing and industrial. The bank says that despite the challenging COVID-19 environment in 2020, Malaysia recorded 164 billion in total approved investments, of which 39% were from FDI. Of that, the bulk came from China, which made up 28% or 18.1 billion ringgit. UOB Malaysia MD and country head of wholesale banking Ng Wei Wei says the reconfiguration of supply chains into ASEAN due to geopolitical uncertainties continues to be a catalyst for key sectors.